Our communities as a whole were very, very healthy. We took care of one another. Our schools were in great shape. Then everything changed. They stopped the logging on our federal lands.
We always couldn't get logs, the mill's closed. I had friends, family, people that I knew very close with had to relocate to find new jobs, take their families elsewhere.
These are people that had family wage jobs, they had homes, they had insurance benefits. Now their unemployment has run out, they are losing their homes.
And the economy suffers. You lose good, hardworking people, and they're no longer part of this community. The stores, the restaurants, the schools, everything suffers when the good people of the community have to leave.
People don't recognize the issues that are facing our county because our costs have continued to go up, and yet our general fund has dwindled. We were incredibly dependent on timber money. In the late 70s, we had 99 deputies working the road. If you call the sheriff's office today, we have 3 deputies working the road.
We're seeing far more physical abuse. We're seeing families here at our center that we would normally never see.
Many years ago, when many things were intact, the timber industry was intact, the timber dollars were here, it offset all the imbalances that we had in the county because it was able to make up for that. You had the economic growth, you had the income, you had the stimulus that was here to make it work.
When we manage for our clients, we really pay attention to stand density because it's important that each of the trees that are out there to be healthy, they need to have adequate sunlight, water, and nutrients. And if we get too many trees, they're not going to have adequate supply. So we will pre-commercial thin or control our stand densities to make sure that it's in balance with what's available.
In the mills, you have hot seasons and cold seasons, and in the bad seasons, you just can't run. You don't have the logs, and some companies aren't strong enough to sustain that. I've worked for 2 mills previous to this one that have actually closed down because of lack of logs. Logs is obviously a big deal, and if we don't have them, you don't survive.
On the federal lands that aren't being harvested, we're just seeing that biomass build up. The trees are getting stressed because there isn't enough water, sunlight, or nutrients for them. And then along come insects and disease or catastrophic wildfire.
It's frustrating. We would do the reforestation and plant trees along with what grows naturally in these forests around us, and we would harvest very little of what would grow. And now we can't even get enough to keep our doors open.
One of the things that's so frustrating to hear over and over again, what are we going to do? How are you going to fix this? And there isn't any answer other than to build our industry back so we actually have the jobs, the income, and the stimulus here in Lane County to be a prosperous county once again.
If they were to reopen the federal lands, it would be huge. The government's always talking about economic stimulus. By opening that up, you're going to open more jobs. You're going to add shifts at mills. You're going to bring more people into the economy. It would be huge for this area as well as the state.
Well, if they can get our forest lands, our federal lands back to where they're being managed, that'll have a tremendous impact on the state. We'll see the infrastructure that we have here today maintained. We'll have vibrant workforce, vibrant economy as a result of all the jobs that are created from that. And we'll have the wood products that we need to build our homes and use for our everyday life.
It would lift up our communities, it would help our broken families, and it would give our children a chance to thrive.
Every resource, every industry, every structure is already here. It just needs to be opened again.
Our senators and congressmen need to know that timber is the lifeblood of our communities.
That was the industry we had. That's the industry we need back. That's the one that we could get going right now, right today, and we need to get there again.